resources. You want to control everybody. Now it's not working like that no more because it's just let the weak say I'm strong. They're bucking up against that, man. You used to could do it. Now it's not like that now. You know. So we're gonna read this. We're gonna go, of course, to Isaiah 14. Then we're gonna get to this next clip. Isaiah 14 and Isaiah 14 and 5. It says, "The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers." Okay, the Lord broke the staff of America, man, and the staff represents power. Okay, you know, like when you're in a tree and you hear that crack, you know you're going down. America know they're going down. You know, matter of fact, let's get this. You know, because they just came out of Iraq and they're going right into Iran. Why? Because guess what? The devil knew he has but a short time. We're about to get that. Okay. It says, Revelations 12 and 12. "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, which is Esau, okay, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time." You know, they're going right. They left Iraq and they're going straight into Iran. You know, and while they're telling you on the news that there's not going to be a war, now they turn around anybody that's talking about the war. Now they're trying to demonize them and say that they're making up stuff. You know, they have hardcore evidence, hardcore facts. Okay, so we're gonna read this. We're gonna, matter of fact, Salakia, we're gonna get to this next clip here.
And now back to one of our top stories this hour, with Iran dismissing Washington's criticism over its nuclear program as ludicrous. President Ahmadinejad is receiving strong backing from his close allies on his South American tour. And while he's seeking support there in Latin America, the US is hoping to sway the world's second largest economy, China, to its side. US Treasury Secretary Timothy Geithner is visiting Beijing this week as Washington is looking for support for its sanctions aimed at Iran's central bank and oil industry. Well, for some perspective on this, we now have Professor Michael Clare from Hampshire College in Amherst in the States joining us live. Well, relations between China and the US are somewhat strained, so what sort of reception is he likely to get when he arrives there in Beijing?
Oh, I would imagine it's a polite reception, and they'll say, "Well, we'll take your request under advisement." But I don't think that the Chinese are inclined at this moment to take orders from Washington, especially since President Obama last week announced the new defense policy that's implicitly anti-Chinese, that calls for building up U.S. military power to contain China and Asia. So I can't imagine the Chinese are going to be very receptive to requests from Washington to curb their oil imports from Iran.
So, not just diplomatic tensions there, but of course economic as well. I mean, why on earth then would the Chinese want to accept a proposal by the US to cut Iranian oil imports? I mean, it's what, Iran's one of China's biggest suppliers. So that would essentially be hurting the Beijing economy, wouldn't it? The Chinese economy.
Yes, indeed. I think that China does rely on Iran for a lot of its oil, and so U.S. pressure makes very little sense. On the other hand, the United States is saying, look, Iran is a wild card. You can't trust these people. They're internally disorganized. They're fighting amongst themselves. They're likely to do something very crazy, like shutting the Strait of Hormuz, and you will be a victim of this. So I imagine they're hoping that the Chinese will speak to their friends.
Yeah, they're going to shut it down because the U.S. is playing with them. Okay, they're not going to shut it down for no reason at all. That's what America does. They demonize you with words. They're a wild card. They don't know what they might do. They're fighting amongst themselves. America's fighting amongst themselves. Okay, well, don't they got the Occupy Wall Street? You know.
In Iran and say, calm down, cool things off. This is not the time to create panic in international oil markets.
China is certainly against any sanctions being put on Iran, and as we've already explained...
You hear that? China's against any sanctions that is ordered against Iran. Why? Because that's where they make their money at. You know, that's where they get their energy from, their resources. Okay? So America is like, basically, you better you get down and lay down type of thing. Just like we just said, I just said earlier that Obama sent I believe it was like 20,000 or 15,000. I don't know exactly. Gotta find the article. He sent thousands of troops over in Southeast Asia. He said he's focusing the military over there. Why? Because China, they done made themselves a new enemy. All right, China's already been an enemy. They always been competition with each other, but now it's getting heated with them. It started out with Iran, then Russia, getting involved because of the business they're doing with Iran. Now China's getting involved. You know, in U.S. you could throw a sanction on somebody, slap it on them, or say something, send that little death threat letter, that they're gonna bomb, and people normally used to back off. But nowadays it's not like that. All right, so we're gonna pull this out real quick. Okay, Isaiah 14 and 14 and 10. It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Because America's not that big dog no more. America has lost its power, man. America is going down. All right, America's going down. America's Babylon. America's is done for. All right, you guys face it. All you guys that's hoping that you finish school, you get your basketball contract, your baseball contract, whatever. You get your degree. Face facts. You're not gonna get it. America's going down, and if you hold hand with the wicked, you're gonna be destroyed with them. Okay, you and your kids. Thus said the Lord. Okay, so basically, pulling out these articles showing that basically these nations is not letting America bully them around no more. So that's all I gotta say. Suggest you brothers, you can read more into the article. You see where it's at. U.S. prompting Iran sanctions in China. Okay, RT. Okay, the last one was Press TV. Okay, Press TV. All right. With that being said, all praise Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.